We are ready to do this podcast. Welcome to Souls Off Script, episode 8. Yes, that's right, episode 8. The Halloween special edition. Yeah, man. And we're going to do a little something different today. Not fully different all the way, but we're going to do a little something for you guys since this is a Halloween special edition. First, before we get into that, I want to take the time to express on how much we care about our fans, those that are viewing out, you know, sending us love, positive, cri- criteria, um, complaints and stuff. Whatever you do on those comments, I don't know. I don't read a lot of them. But with that being said, I'm going to talk about mental health. So I'm going to tell you guys that it's okay, that you are not alone in these situations, and I'm going to keep telling you guys that because we truly care. Um, Please seek guidance if you need help or anything like that. Please call any one of the hotlines we've mentioned previously in our podcast. Call one of us, text one of us, message one of our social medias. We have them all. Well, because we do care and we want to make sure that you guys are safe, both body, mind, and spirit, physically, and mentally. But if not, I do have a special quote for mental health quote of the day. And I want to tell you guys it's okay not to be okay. We all have our struggles, and it's important to reach out for help when we need it. Basically, stating that this quote reminds us that mental health challenges are common and it's brave to seek support. Remember, you're not alone. And with that, I'm also going to share a little something that a lot of people either know about or probably don't know about, so I might be aware and let you guys know about this. And it's about the pretty much the backbone of our economy. The people that, take the utmost sacrifice and work their butts off, 24/7, no time off, because it's an everyday job. Like, you're there 24/7, you're living there basically. And in case nobody doesn't understand what I'm talking about the farmers, the ranchers, cowboys, all those types of people. The ones that are, making the utmost sacrifice, such as, military people. I'm not taking nothing away from them. But without them, we wouldn't have crops, kits you see in stores. Without them, you wouldn't have, proper medicine for your veterinarians. All the general knowledge that you need to know if you ever want to be a farmer, first and foremost, because they do give out very good, wise, wisdom, knowledgeable stuff that you need to know being a farmer. But I'm going to tell you right now, the understanding the farmer suicide crisis, and which is happening right now to this day, and it's was happening from before, but I guess it wasn't really well recognizable until now. It's getting so big. But farmers in the U.S. are 3.5 times more likely to die by suicide. The general population won. This alarming statistic stems from a combination of factors: financial stress, commodity prices, mounting debt, and shrinking profit margins. Mind you, financial stress is a big thing in today's economy. And I will say from experience, because I go through this sometimes paycheck to paycheck, that financial stress, it gets to you a lot to the point where you sometimes just let it get in your mind's frame, and then it affects your livelihood and it affects your work ethic. It's a very big you know, dagger in the side. Isolation, which is rural living, often means limited access to mental health services. Identity and purpose. Farming is not just a job, it's a way of life. Threats to the farm can feel existential. Stigma. Many farmers are reluctant to seek help due to cultural norms and fear of judgment. Two, the crisis worsened in recent years with farm bankruptcies rising and stories of suicide becoming more frequent. It's a lot, and a lot of that, such as all those things that I just talked about, when it comes down on a farmer, it does a lot to their, mentality. They feel like they're useless and unwanted, and loved and appreciative because they're really doing a lot. And people don't actually understand how much, farmers are truly one of the backbones of this economy. They're the ones that provide us livestock, crops, beef, and everything else. Trump's trade war with China led to massive losses in agricultural exports, especially soybeans, which were a major U.S. export in China. And China halted purchase of U.S. soybeans, shifting to Brazil and Argentina, causing prices to plummet and leaving farmers with unsold crops for. The ripple effects was severe, bankruptcies increased, and many farmers reported losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is insane. Uncertainty and market disruption. Trump's off the cuff remarks about importing beef from Argentina and eggs from Turkey created market instability, angering U.S. producers who felt betrayed. So, basically, in a nutshell, you guys show your love and support to those that are taking care of basically your natural things in life, the things that you necessarily need, such as your dairy, your eggs, your livestock, everything that they work hard for. So without them, you'd be the ones that have to go out there and do it yourselves, which you should be doing that, but it should be the way of life for some people. But the most important thing is when you see a farmer, show them your appreciation. Guys, I have a question. Chubbs, Denzel, I have a great question.
Hmm.
Do y'all know the stories about Candyman?
Yeah,
Like Candyman, Candyman.
yeah. The game about the man with the
Yeah,
hook,
yeah,
a
yeah.
hood classic.
Yep.
Right after that with Bloody
Well,
Mary.
it's great that you said that because there's technically three Candymans, and I didn't even know that. So funny, basically, Ronald Clark O'Brien was the first Candyman killer, and then you had Dean Corll, who was the second Candyman, and then Candyman, the fictional urban legend, which urban legend says a lot because it's based off of the movie in itself. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Ronald Clark O'Brien, who he was basically. He was an American convicted of killing his son with a poison pixie stick on Halloween 1974. Now, me as a parent, me after reading some of this stuff, I'm like, I can't help but to be like, yo, what possessed this man to do that? It's kind of crazy. But I digress. I mean, it happened. It's in the books. What was his motive? He poisoned his son to collect life insurance money to pay off his debts. Which that's
Egregious.
that's that's yeah. Yeah. He, okay. That man wanted some money. There's other ways to get money
Bad.
besides killing off your kid. I'm just saying.
Damn, bro,
I
really?
don't know. I mean, I wasn't born back in 1974. I don't know how bad the crisis were back then, but damn, you could have did something, man.
Nah,
Give it up.
Wasn't even here.
it's about
That's
what and what. I think the only thing that was expensive back in those days was Coke. That was the most expensive. The kid, bro.
Well, his method of Madison, how he did this is he laced up pixie stick candy with cyanide and gave it to his son, who died on Halloween night. He also distributed other poison candies to other children, but no one else ate them.
But, but where the fuck you get cyanide from? Was that just like over
That's a
the
great.
who? Like was that over the counter prescribed? Where the fuck did you get cyanide from? What,
I
what
when
don't
was
know.
this?
was this in the hood?
In the 70s?
1980. It was in the 1970s to the 1980s.
They
Well,
had
yeah,
reckless laws back then.
They did, but
1970.
still, bro, like this had to been like for you to get access to pure cyanide,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you'd have had to know somebody, but I mean, even the laws just you could just have it probably, which is wild to think.
I
And
I don't know.
Pixie sticks,
That's
bro.
a very big thing to find, especially back in those days, because it's not out freely. Like Chubb said, like you'd have to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody else to get
what
that type of stuff.
I Charles, I beg. What was what was the culture of the person involved in this? If you don't mind me asking, what culture?
You'll
That's a
see it in
white
the
dude.
My brother
you'll
said
see it in the videos.
my brother said it so elegantly because I was
It,
trying to avoid I was trying to avoid it. Arsenic
I
though?
seen
I
that.
don't. Just a white dude. It was a white dude. He was giving people pixie sticks with cyanide in it.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that
about
sounds like
That
right.
that's lengths. That's
that sounds like
lengths to do something
that
like
sounds
that's
like
too
some
much
white shit.
work.
I'm not gonna cap. Sorry to all my white
Sounds
people,
about
but
white. Cause what?
that sounds like some white shit.
Like
It
what?
cyanide.
Where the fuck did you get
Like I could believe they
cyanide?
said
That
like cooling or something, but
sounds like
you know,
Where the
crazy.
fuck you get cyanide from?
Hey, I don't
you
know.
know a guy. You know a guy.
Shit.
Don't know.
How you even approach that conversation? Hey, my buddy. I need to get something from you.
I need several
What do you need?
packages of cyanide. The good shit.
You know what? You know what? I actually have some of that actually. What are you gonna? You know what? It's not even my
Well, you
business.
know
You're a
what?
friend.
I think in the early 60s they was delivering nuclear items to kids and toys. I think that was a
Damn.
thing. Like they had like toys. If somebody looked this up, like maybe we could have this on screen. But there actually was toys that sold uranium in boxes for kids to play with. So
Mm.
maybe cyanide was at Walmart for $1.99. Who knows?
You never know.
On sale for 10 for $1.
Had it in
Nah,
had it
bro.
in Morse
He
Jeez,
code. He had it in
jeez.
Morse code. This is not cyanide. That's the only way they could sell.
had that shit on the shelves. Like, ooh, cyanide. I
Right
needed
there
this.
next
Oh,
to your
put that back.
vitamin E's, your vitamin D's, and your vitamin C's. Like this is
Yep.
cyanide. Oh, look, this is
Oh, almost missed
oh,
that.
what?
I've been looking for this.
Can't go wrong with your daily dose of cyanide. You know.
Hey, kid. You like pixie sticks? You do? Okay, cool.
Look. 1950s. See, world's most dangerous toys. Radioactive atomic energy lab kit with real uranium, and it was passing those bitches out left and right. You
Yeah.
could have been
I
an
can't
everyday Jimmy Neutron and
imagine a motherfucker would find some
imagine you
cyanide.
putting uranium in a microwave and blowing up half the neighborhood. Just every everyday
That is
American
fucking
dream.
crazy.
I
I could
mean,
smell the
you trying
patriot
to go
in
out with a
you.
boom, I guess.
Like
You're right.
Eureka!
Bro, imagine being the parents and finding out that shit had uranium in
They knew, bro. It was on a kid.
it.
They're the ones who had to
No,
order it.
no. So no, think about it. So if you the parent that done bought your kids this shit, didn't learn that it don't have uranium in it. About 15 years later, and you wondering why this kid is, licking doorknobs and shit.
Oh no, bro. Most of them died quickly.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, most of them died quickly. They died of they like that's why they had the recall because kids were getting leukemia.
Jeez.
That's one too many leukemians.
Yeah,
Ah, ah.
like, and then less than 20 years before that, they had cocaine inside of Coke. You were drinking your fix, but
Well, I
hey,
bet that was some good coke though. Boy, and you couldn't get in trouble for it at work either.
Well, anyways, for his craziness, that mofo was the outcome of for what he done. Of course, he was convicted of capital murder and executed by lethal injection in 1984.
well, that seems fitting. He lethally injected his son.
Yeah, yeah. They should
Yeah.
have gave him the same thing.
Nah, around that time, lethal injections weren't as go to sleepy as they are today. Lethal injections will sometimes lead to convulsions, aneurysms, heart
But I
attacks.
say, wasn't it like violent as fuck? Look at give me that. Convulsing.
Jeez. But anyways, I got a video on Ronald Clark O'Bryan. Send the clip.
If your kids are going trick-or-treating tonight, this story is exactly why you need to check all of their candy. In this photo here is a man named Ronald O'Bryan, and he would later go on to be known as the Candyman killer. So it was the Halloween of 1974 when Ronald had the brilliant idea that he was going to unalive his two children, a boy and a little girl. Essentially, his plan was to take a bunch of these pixie sticks that were super popular at the time, rip off the top part, empty it out a little bit, and then fill it in with poison. And from here, he ended up giving the candy to his two kids along with a few of their friends. Now, his son Timothy was the only one that ended up eating the pixie sticks, and when he tried it, almost right away, he was complaining that it had a very bitter taste. Obviously, his father knew exactly why the candy tasted funny, but all he did was grab his son a glass of Kool-Aid, told him to drink it to wash the taste out. He then proceeded to put his son to bed after all the trick-or-treating festivities were done, and within the hour, Timothy started convulsing and throwing up. And shortly after that, unfortunately, Timothy ended up passing away. So after the autopsies were done, it was quickly determined that Timothy had passed away due to cyanide poisoning. And after testing several candies that were at the home, they were able to determine that it came from the pixie sticks. From here, they were able to alert the rest of the area that these pixie sticks had been poisoned and to prevent their kids from eating any of these candies. So obviously, authorities went to ask Ronald where or which house they had gotten these candies from, but surprisingly, Ronald said that he did not quite remember. He then tried to say it was one of his neighbor's houses that had given these candies to the kids. But this was very suspicious to the authorities because on that Halloween night it happened to be raining, so the kids and their father had only managed to go to two houses. And when authorities went to these two other houses to ask them about what sort of candies they had given out on Halloween night, neither of the houses had confirmed that they had given out pixie sticks, which then brought all the attention back to Ronald, which obviously he did not want. He did not like this attention, and he immediately denied having anything to do with what happened to his son. But when authorities started digging into Ronald and his history a little bit more, it became very apparent that he was quite the opposite of what he was portraying to be. Although he was pretending to be a family man and a churchgoer, in fact, he was quite the opposite. They would also determine that he was in a lot of debt. He was basically on the verge of going bankrupt, and in the months prior to the incident, he had also taken out two large insurance policies on both of his children. To top it off, just before Halloween night, he had gone to a chemical supply store where authorities were able to confirm that he had bought cyanide. And the reason he had given these pixie sticks to multiple other children in the neighborhood was because he wanted to throw off the investigation. So with all of this information, it didn't take authorities very long to charge him with the murder of his son and also 4 charges of attempted murder. And during his trial, the jury only deliberated for approximately 71 minutes before finding him guilty of all of these charges. Not only that, he was also sentenced to death. On the day of his execution, he was recorded as essentially begging for forgiveness, asking people to realize that he was not the same person, that he had made mistakes, but he was not fooling anybody. There were several witnesses that showed up to watch his execution, and as it was happening, they all yelled out, "Trick or treat."
Oh wow. Wow.
That's yeah,
Wow. You
justice.
see,
Justice.
what I would have to see
A
the
good story makes a circle.
no, like I need to see the people who were saying trick or treat. What
You already know that. You already know that.
Demented.
shit? But just a whole group of them. They was bird of a feather.
Locked together.
Trick or treat, huh? That's
Oh
crazy.
no.
That's crazy. This man is being murdered, and the only thing you could come up trick or treat, like what the fuck? That itself is like what they call it, a horror story. That sounds like some shit you read on Reddit and somebody read on YouTube on one of those videos you go to sleep to. Like just like every and at the end they all hollered trick or treat. Like what the fuck type of sick shit is that? A lot of
This is a
you.
fucking sick ass end of a story.
Death row for everybody.
But fitting. But fitting.
Shit. Poetic justice ass niggas. Like what?
Yes.
What's good for the geese is
Yes.
good for the gander ass motherfuckers.
Nah.
Shit.
Second Candyman that I like to talk about. Well, I don't really much like talking about this person, but still, Dean Corll, second Candyman. He was a serial killer who, along his accomplices, murdered over 20 young men and boys between 1970 and 1973. What was his motive? Well, the motive was not financial, but rather a result of Corll's desire to sexually abuse and murder the victims. His method, he used his candy company as a front to lure victims, giving them candy in a friendly demeanor to gain their trust. That's
What was the
creepy.
age group of men?
They were about like 16, 17
Oh yeah, he would have got me.
to like 21.
He would have got me.
But the crazy thing is, his outcome was he was killed by his accomplice, Elmer Wayne Henley, in 1973 to end the murders. Henley was later convicted for his role in the crimes, which he
Not
probably got life.
betrayal.
But no, Betrayal's crazy. But now I'm going to discuss this. We're going to watch this video.
Dean Corll abducted, tortured, and killed at least 28 boys and young men between 1970 and 1973 in Houston, Texas. He also had two teenage accomplices named Devin Brooks and Elmer Henley. Dean's family owned a candy factory across the street from the school. He got his nickname because he would pass out broken candies to the school children. He was also known for throwing parties where he would have local teens over to drink and do drugs. His two assistants, David and Elmer, were in charge of bringing him his victims and even sometimes helping with the torture and murder. His method was typically strangulation or shooting. August 8, 1973, Dean had two of Elmer's friends strapped up to a torture board like you see here. Elmer suddenly grabbed a gun, pointed it at Dean, and said, "I can't have you kill all my friends." He unloaded all the rounds, killing Dean. Elmer led the police to a shed where Dean kept his victims. They've all been identified except for this boy. Elmer was given 6 life sentences, and David was given 99 years. David actually died in prison this year from complications due to COVID-19.
Fitting.
I won't let you
Caught
kill
the Rona.
all of
That's what
my
you get.
friends after murdering several of his friends.
Dang, they had some weird people back in the day.
Nah, they still weird to this day. It's just that they can't get away with the weird shit as easily. But yeah. Like
Yeah, basic. There were some weird,
you
weird
know,
people
and
back
you see, the thing was the reason why I say they would have got me. So imagine like one of your homeboys or one of your best friends being like linked up with a serial killer. I'm a sucker for snacks. Like I don't know, like maybe I don't know. Like bro, I'm a
Chubs get
sucker for snacks. Like somebody be like, hey bro, we got zebra pies over here, bro. I'm coming. Like I'm going for the zebra pies. I'm going.
Can you imagine a chubby little Chubs running for some
Yeah,
zebra
we got zebra
cakes?
pies.
I don't give a fuck. I would too.
Okay, like bro,
You didn't see what I
especially
just
if they're
had
the
before we came
19
on here?
if
He
they're the
gonna he gonna
1990
put his
zebra
hand out.
cakes,
Come on.
then bro,
Give me
I'm
some of
done.
this.
Wraps.
Give me some. Give me. Give me.
Like, bro, all I need to see
Got.
is that classic zebra cake design, bro. And then I see like the 1999 logo, 94, bro. They were classics, bro. Wow. God, y'all ate. I'd have been the goner.
But anyways, the last Candyman, which I'm assuming everyone knows about. It's the fictional urban legend, and the reason of why Candyman is originally why they call him Candyman, not besides those other two killers, but this is the OG Candyman. So it states that Candyman is a vengeful spirit and can be summoned by saying his name 5 times in a mirror. Now, frankly, I do believe, and I do recall back in the day, I know some people, I'm not going to say names, that would try and attempt this. And forever all its reasons for to protect those that are so gullible and then trying to do stuff like this. I'm going to advise you don't do this. Don't. I'm just going to tell you right now, don't. I do not advise
Don't.
that. All right, continuing on. The legend originates from Daniel Rabitelli, a black artist in the late 19th century who was murdered for having an affair with a white woman.
That powder get them every time.
His brutal
That
death
snow get them every time.
involved being disfigured by a gang, and his story became the foundation for the supernatural killer. Dang, he got by one of the black man's weakness. Just kidding. Ba bum bum bum.
as as Dr. Umar would say, it's the white woman dependency syndrome. And my brother fell for it. That powder get him every time, baby. That powder gonna get him. Them boys get a little money, they put their nose in that snow and go, woo, that's a white woman. Boy, put that nose in that powder. It's hard coming out that powder. They get on that snow and it's hard to get off.
Snow is comfortable.
The boy, what you say? That snow is powerful. The milk of magnesium. Jesus.
Now that I've given you a brief detail on that, I'll tell you some of the origin legend of it. A quick little dialogue of why he is so a legend in that time, I guess. Daniel Robert Tiley, the son of a slave, was a talented artist who fell in love with a pregnant, wealthy white woman named Caroline Sullivan, the daughter of the man who commissioned his portrait. Let, yeah, let that sink for a second.
So
let that sink. Let that sink in.
I am dusting your daughter off like a dusty counter. Just and then you paying me for
that
it?
wasn't smart in general.
Boy, you paying me to dust down your daughter. Ain't no way. That's why they strung that nigga up at
Hmm.
high noon, boy. The
That's why he
audacity.
killed you, not because you was
The
anyway.
audacity. I can hear that man. I can
Yes,
hear that racist old fucker now.
boy, I could hear every word, like out my soul, like
That
something deep
ragged,
in my
ragged
soul, just like
nigger
you
is
know what
fucking
he was
my
saying.
daughter. I bought his
Becky,
fucking
get in
painting.
here. Becky, get in here. What you doing with him?
You done left
What you
that
do?
nigga.
I can't believe you. All we've done, me and your mother.
Hang that
Did we not
nigga
love you enough?
tonight. Not the mob.
I'm the peppy.
Hang him tonight.
Take a lane.
Woo, boy, that power to get you every time, boy. Every
Every
time.
time. Every fucking
I'm
time.
sorry. I think you was wrong. So you already knew it was coming. So
Well, the murderer in this case, when Caroline's father discovered the relationship, he led a lynch mob that savagely beat and tortured Daniel, which is crazy. His hand was sawn off and replaced with a hook. His body was covered in honey, and he was left to die from bee stings. His body was then burnt, and his ashes were scattered over the site of Karabi Green Housing Project in Chicago.
they were doing people bad back then.
Boy, you ever notice it's a Chicago nigga every time? It's always a nigga from Chicago. Those boys don't give a fuck, never gave
One
a
of the
fuck,
urban
won't ever
legends.
give a fuck.
They not from
One of the
63rd.
urban legends. It says that the legend says that if you say Candyman 5 times while facing the mirror, his spirit will appear, often covered in bees, and kill you with his hook for a hand.
And you wanna know what's
So,
crazy to me?
guys know.
Bloody Mary can be summoned by saying her name 3 times in a mirror. But Candyman can also be summoned by saying his name 5 times in the mirror. Now I'm about to make a like this my little conspiracy theory. Bloody Mary was a nice, pretty young white lady, was she not?
Mm-hmm.
So
I never looked.
I'm just saying, cause Bloody Mary, her thing was like she used to kill people and bathe in their blood to stay young. So she was a pretty nice looking white lady, and she was in the mirror, right? So why Candyman black ass in that mirror with her? That boy followed the powder all the way to the afterlife. Look at him. For the ancestors.
Only you would put that together. Only you. Like, why y'all both in the marriage? You ain't learn
That's
your
what I'm
lesson
saying.
last time?
What other else goes in the mirror? You don't hear about nobody else being in no mirror. It's just those two, that white lady and that black man. And then all of a sudden, he's murdered for slaughter, like killing the pussy of a white lady. Now you kill. Voila. Voila. That nigga said, I'ma follow it to the end of time.
For real. In the mirror.
Taking it down there.
Uh,
Anyway,
Young gun.
here's
Young
some
gun.
videos that
Young
basically
gun. Just taking her
explains
head down
this
through there. Take her
Candyman.
through there. Take her through there.
The origin story of the horror icon Candyman. You know him as the slasher icon portrayed by the late great Tony Todd, but the lore of this character goes back all the way to the 1800s. His real name is Daniel Robitaille, and he was born at the Esplanade Plantation in New Orleans, Louisiana, the son of 2 slaves. Daniel's father became wealthy after inventing a machine that mass-produced shoes throughout the American Civil War. Because of his father's newfound wealth, Daniel was raised in high society and sent to the best schools. Through this, Daniel became a well-known painter, mostly capturing portraits for people. In 1890, he had been commissioned by Hayward Sullivan, a plantation owner and former Confederate Army colonel, to paint his daughter Coraline. Sure, you can already see where this is going. Through this, the two fell in love, and Daniel got Caroline pregnant. As you could guess, when Caroline's father found out, he was so enraged, he and his thugs chased Daniel all the way near the north end of Chicago, eventually capturing him. They sawed off his painting hand with a rusty blade. They smeared honey all over his body, which caused a swarm of bees to sting Daniel to death. However, when they came back later, they found Daniel still alive. As a final act, Hayward lashed out at Daniel, claiming he defiled his daughter and taunted him by showing his disfigured face in a magic mirror. Daniel uttered his final words before Hayward transferred his soul into the magic mirror, finally killing the painter. After his soul ended up in the magic mirror, Daniel came back from the dead as Candyman, a vengeful spirit who kills anyone for saying his name 5 times. And after reading that story, I do not blame Candyman one damn bit. I'd be haunting as many white folks as possible. Would you look in the mirror and say his name 5 times?
Boy, he putting belt the
Did he?
ass. That boy
Boy.
putting belt the ass. Belts to ass.
Can you blame him though?
Hell nah, but he knew better.
You get lynched by it. Never mind.
Bro, he knew
Who in the
better.
mirror
It's
saying that shit
19.
5 times?
Bro, it's 1950. Why you fucking with that white lady? You know damn well them
You
niggas
can't
gonna
help a man
string
who
your
he loves.
ass up, and then you got her pregnant. It was still
Why
wrong,
you
but
think
come
he
on,
strung you
bro.
up?
Come on, bro. That boy, he felt into that sugar,
All right,
baby.
here's the last.
Not gonna lie, Candyman's crash out is 100% justified. Hear me out. Buddy was just a painter way back in the day and he got hired by a certain family. When this certain family hired him to do the painting, the daughter fell in love with him and the dad didn't like that too much because Buddy was
the same color as me.
and because of that, they decided to cover this man in honey and
Feed him the fucking bees.
And now because they did him so wrong, he passed so angrily that his spirit lives on in mirrors. And if you say his name 5 times in front of that motherfucker, you summon his
Anger and fucking vengeance.
And years go by and the story of Candyman is a myth that most people believe, but some people don't. And then there's this reporter or journalist named Helen who comes across the story and ends up being obsessed with the shit. She fucks around and says his name 5 times in the mirror and
Wakes this nigga up.
after she wakes him up, he realizes that that brings power to him and keeps him alive in a way. So he decides to start offing people and
Framing her for it.
because he knew some people was going to sit there and believe Candyman did it while other people were going to try to have somebody real to blame it on. And he chose her. Therefore, he could slowly break her down and bring her to the afterlife where she will
Forever be his.
The worst part about it is all of his victims ain't do shit to him, but he did them in the
Worst motherfucking ways
Got
possible.
Watching Candyman really teaches you to watch how you do people because revenge
Really ain't got no expiration date.
But no, like if we bringing this to relevance, bro, right though, like this nigga killing all black people, like this nigga terrorized the apartments, nigga terrorized the hood, and them white boys did it to you. You would
In that
think
one,
that boy
yeah, in
would
that
be,
movie,
you would think this nigga would be in a plaza somewhere at Starbucks running havoc. This nigga is in the ghetto.
Target,
Yeah, like you think, nigga, this nigga gonna be at the homeowners
Target on aisle
society.
6.
This man is fucking with, bro. What you mad at us for? We
Yeah,
told you not to go with them white girls.
PTA meetings.
Yeah, we told you not to go by that white lady, and you said you wanted her. We said okay, brother. You went your way, and you got did what you did. Now you're mad at us for what, nigga? We told you it was gonna happen. Look how we get in here. Why you killing us?
Now you haunting us. We ain't
You
even do
hunting
nothing.
us, nigga. We got enough hunting us, nigga. The fuck? Go get the niggas who did this to you. Go. Where's the family of the white people who did this to you? Why you doing this to us? And what happened to your
They
baby, my
ancestors and
man?
whatnot.
Look, he not even worried about the kid he left. Whatever happened to the baby? You got the lady pregnant?
That too.
Yeah. He died too? They killed the baby too?
They probably
I
did.
don't.
Most likely.
I have no idea if they did or not.
But
Either
still.
they did or he was a star football player.
Or the only light skinned nigga in
I
that
think it was
county. No, he was
baseball they
probably
did,
the
right?
only light skinned nigga in that county.
Maybe there was football.
Ain't no telling. That shit crazy.
Probably. Hey Denzel.
What it is.
You know, there's a few things in life that I cannot fucking stand.
Mhm.
One of them is clowns, obviously,
Me too. Me too.
and now I really can't stand these ice cream trucks. And before I mind you, I'm not saying for all them good ice cream truckers out there, making a hard living, extra income in your pockets. The good ones that are good fathers, take care of kids and stuff like that. I'm talking about the weird ass, creepy ass, kidnapping ass ice cream truckers.
Hmm. Oh yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. Uh, there's been a thing going on with these ice cream trucks just showing up randomly at night, not regular 5, 6 at the most. Maybe if that if the sun's still out, we agree collectively. If the sun is out, then always a great time for ice cream off the ice cream truck. After that, why are you outside? These people are doing this at like 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. In ice cream trucks with the ice cream song in public, in neighborhoods, just sitting there just, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry if I see an ice cream truck at 2 in the morning playing that. In my neighborhood, we fight
We gotta fight.
on principle alone.
We gotta fight. That
On principle alone.
We gotta
like,
We
fight.
bro,
have to.
We gotta
we know the history of
What
that
are you
song,
doing
bro. We
here?
gotta fight.
On principle alone, I gotta fight you because you playing that song. For everybody that don't know what I'm saying right now,
Go ahead, say it.
the
Go
ice
ahead.
cream truck song, the you know the damn song I'm talking about. The original ice
Go ahead.
cream truck song is the most racist thing I have ever heard, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's so racist, and
Woo!
okay, I'm
Somebody
sorry.
wait.
No,
Somebody would have to
it's
bring up
but
the. We
it.
have to bring the songs
Chubbs,
up so
please play
these
that
people can
song.
see
Chubbs,
it.
please play that song.
Flip!
We ain't gonna play a lot of it, just a little bit. Hold on.
This is a real banger.
Come on, chillin'. Try to cut a watermelon. Yeah, you George Washington, Henry Clay, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, Jackson. You them Thompson, quit rolling them bones and come here and get your ice cream. Ice cream? Yes, ice cream. Colored man's ice cream. Watermelon. Well, I went down to Compare the other afternoon. There was saw a yellow girl, her name was Suki Lou. She was a sitting on the rail with the heel was in the sand, eating watermelon with the beat the band. Says I'm a Suki dear, will you give your heart to me? She see my honey boy, visit don't you see? The juice from the watermelon trickles down the chin. Make you sick of hunger now and tell you like sin. Then a nigga love a watermelon, ha ha ha. Nigga love a watermelon, ha ha ha. Hit up the bank to when we have another spoon, and there's nothing like the watermelon for the hungry coon. You
Hey,
love a watermelon, ha ha ha. You
you
love
love
a
the
watermelon,
watermelon?
ha ha ha. Hit up the bank to when we have another spoon, and there's nothing like the watermelon for the hungry coon.
Shit. Hold on. I had to get my coonery on. I had to get the coon out of me.
So basically, what Denzel's trying to say is the song is it's been brought
It's
down
questionable at best
from centuries ago,
to
by
some of you.
white people. But the song indicates the strong by what I mean the N word,
Like
and it
watermelon.
says they love water, they
Ha
like
ha ha
watermelon.
ha.
Haha. That's very fucked up in so many ways.
So yeah, ice cream trucks, fuck you. Change the song. Put Lil Jon and the East Side Boys on. That's fine too. I'd rather hear that anyway. That's fine. My generation like that.
Put on some T-Pain or something.
Nah, Lil Jon, get low. I think
Imagine buying
everybody in their
ice cream
30s
to Chopped
just
and Screwed by
outside.
T-Pain. You've officially
I
been
would.
chopped and screwed. Screw, chopped and screwed.
Somebody need to come up with that business idea. Anyway, back on the spooky. I have a video for y'all that I need y'all to watch. Yeah, this ice cream truck thing getting a little out of hand.
More and more parents are showing videos of the ice cream man showing up in late hours of the night trying to sell ice cream to their kids. And this is a totally different ice cream truck. As you can see, this person posted this at 9:38 p.m. This truck is white, the other one was a dark blue. And there's no reason to be selling ice cream at this hour. Now, if you don't already know, there's a lot of reports in Virginia of over 50 kids missing. And the parents keep on posting videos of this ice cream truck and a few others in the area driving around at late hours. I think it's about time for the ice cream truck guys to start making videos showing that there's no reason for us to think that they're up to anything else but selling ice cream. Because people want to know what the heck is going on.
Ice cream man is parked outside my house at 9 o'clock at night. Like, there's no kids out there. Nobody's getting ice cream. He's just sitting there playing his loud ass music, and he's been there for like 15 minutes.
And parents want answers because there's literally no reason for children to be going up to strange men in vehicles buying ice cream from them in the middle of the night.
That's crazy.
I don't like
So,
weird stuff like that. Like we already established clowns and things. Now ice cream trucks, bro. Y'all coming to get
mhm,
kids?
on ungodly hours of the night,
That
which is
which why your kids outside
it's
at 1, 2 in the morning?
Bro, I
But
was
that's
just
besides the
about to
point.
say,
yeah,
like, bro,
that's another question.
in the '90s in me would have not let me go anywhere with anything past the sunlight being down. Like when the street lights come on, bro, I'm not doing shit outside. Like I don't know, these
I can tell you right now,
No,
90s me, 90s me, baby. Mama didn't let us go out nowhere past
man. You
that
see,
light
these
come on.
kids,
That light come
the
on that
kids
street.
are missing.
You better be
What the
inside.
kids are missing is the fear of the man in the coat and the fedora.
hmm,
Like when nigga was walking around with the trench coat on with the hat, that they're missing
yep.
that. They don't have that fear, bro. When I seen that
But like the under,
stranger danger, like you, what y'all don't know stranger danger? Like, come on, bro.
Kids these days see ice cream and stuff and just run towards it. Like
They be
I
like,
don't, I don't,
bet,
I don't get it.
most of these kids, most of these kids are secure.
man, nah,
They
that,
have a lot of secure, and they are too busy with
But
like fucking social media that they don't pay attention to what's
you
in
and,
so
front of them.
secure you going outside at 1 in the morning because you hear the ice cream truck?
bro. These little crumb snatchers and ankle
Hey,
biters that
some
they've
kids are
been
like that.
popping out nowadays, bro. These kids are bad, and they have nothing but gasoline and
It's just
audacity in their fuel
Uh,
tanks. They stepping up to their
uh,
parents, so I know for a fact
yeah.
the
These
ice
kids
cream
have no
man
fear,
outside they
bro.
running.
These
no,
kids have no fear.
none. But
They
I can tell you
need to have
this:
some sort of fear. I'm
if
telling you.
there's a lot of speculation, like the video said about you know them picking up kids and whatnot, which thoroughly the little bit I have seen on the statistic of that is like there's 90 some kids that go missing in that area like every
Mhm.
day or something like that or something along those lines like 90 kids every a short period of time in that 90 some kids most of them come home they're just runaways for a day. It's
Mhm.
the ones that don't come home. I'm only saying that because I've had run-ins with certain things. Like this is more than just a video for me. This is very personal. Um, Ice cream people. I remember when it was a good thing to see them. Now as an adult and as a parent, you got to worry a little bit about everything.
Yeah, no,
But
that's facts. I
uh, like these kids don't know no better, and we teach them candy and ice cream and all that stuff's a good thing. Cool, whatever. Um, I hate the fact they can't be kids like we used to be because there's so much bad in everything. Uh, I don't know how to fix it. I do know if I catch you,
that's
if
how
I catch you,
this
Sweet
this how you
Caroline.
fix it.
Bum, bum,
I
bum.
don't promote gun violence. I don't promote violence of any kind, but
yeah,
I think
these,
there's a video out there of some kids that were it was these two young ladies that were on their bikes around their house, and there was a Candyman that was on a truck of some sort, and he tried to snatch the girl like broad day. They ran to the neighbor's house,
yeah.
so I'm like,
I
yeah,
mean, think about it. What's the easy like we were saying earlier? What's the easiest way to grab a kid? Ice cream truck or something with candy or something like that draws their attention.
And
Uh,
something that they love dearly. Teddy bears. There's so much shit nowadays the kids love, and it's crazy
yeah, I mean, we joke
that all
about
these
it
people
as
like skipping
adults
nah,
lines.
and
They're
bro.
stuff.
probably
Like
like
I I think
evaluating shit
they're using the same
this and
methods.
that,
It's
and
just
they're
work.
trying to step it up.
They're using the same methods. It's just working easier now. Like it's easier for them to get away with it.
Yeah,
Mm,
it
Because if they
these
would have,
kids
like,
aren't
if they would,
outside like we used to be.
yeah, if they would have upped their game, they'll be handing out like tablets and laptops to get motherfuckers. And once again, if y'all start handing out tablets and
you going?
laptops, I'll cut this beard off. Run
I'm
outside.
outside.
My name is Little Timmy, bro. You got me.
It shows that these kids, some of y'all parents need to let your kids watch Lovely Bones.
Everybody
Don't let
should
them watch
watch.
that.
Just saying.
Yeah, everybody child should watch Lovely Bone at least
Don't
once.
let them watch that. At a certain age, they should. At a
At a certain age. At a
Yeah,
not
certain
other
age.
ones, they shouldn't.
no,
Just
not
be
Yeah.
mindful, parents, please.
Because I forgot
no.
it
We
is
being
people.
mindful, but I want you to know what's out there too.
I'm talking to the parents, like yeah, not just random kids watching. Please
Yeah,
don't just
parents,
watch that.
parents.
Don't.
Don't let,
We're
don't
not.
let
We're
yeah.
not saying do that.
I don't condone to that, but
No.
yeah, if at a certain age,
We
you
need to
should.
teach. I
Yeah,
believe we
just for
should
the
teach like
understanding of what could happen.
stranger danger should be taught as early as possible. It should be
Yes, people out here play different, real different.
snatching the kids out the store.
But then there's you could. I mean, how many stories have we heard? You know, just walking down the street, walking through the store, walking outside.
Also, also, if they haven't noticed yet, um, you should probably bring awareness that about the recent Virginia case of ice cream truck people out there kidnapping kids
Yeah, there was a
by the lots. By the lots, they took 100 kids at once. I think how many? What was the numbers of how many were just runaways or whatever?
It was
When they were,
90. Well, no, the number was 90 something, and then uh the ones who not usually in a day, most of those kids will come home. It's the like
Mhm.
15 or 16 that don't.
Right.
But then that could also transfer to 2 days staying gone. Blah blah. The statistics real messed up, but the fact there's different people saying different things, like the numbers aren't adding up anywhere about how many kids are really
Mm.
being taken because you can't get that information, like black and white. You can't, of course.
Right.
But yeah, it like I said, on average about 90 some kids. I mean, I ain't trying to have one of mine be one that runs away from home, comes home the next day. That's scary enough, let alone don't come back.
Yep.
Uh in closing, y'all just keep your eye on the ice cream man. He
And keep an eye on you.
he mean different. The song mean
Yeah,
different.
Keep
boy,
an,
what you say?
The slow
keep your
rising
eyes on
mean
you.
different. The ice cream different.
Low
Yeah, pay
fat,
attention to that man. I don't trust him.
low fat, no real ice cream. A whole bunch of
No.
I
sugar,
won't be.
empty
The
cal.
signs ain't
I
even
won't be
right
eating
no
ice
more.
cream no more.
Don't even
Like
taste
they don't even
right,
have the real ice cream signs no more like they used
bro.
to. They don't.
They don't even have
You trust
spider. You
them?
know, like the ice cream they usually have the Spider-Man ice cream. They don't even have that no more. They have Webman. Who the fuck is Webman?
What is that?
Who the fuck is Webman, bro?
But it don't taste like Spider Man. I know it don't.
No, it don't.
I know it don't.
I'm telling you right now,
No.
if you see an ice cream truck in your hood and he blasting something else, you can trust him because he ain't playing that shit.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be on site when I see
He
him.
blasting if he blasting T Pain, Chris Brown, or some shit.
Hey, hey,
Yeah,
all I
he's
gotta
just a
say is
dude from the
if
hood that's
your
probably
local
just trying
ice
to
cream,
get some money.
your local ice cream man is blasting T-Pain serving ice cream. He ain't trying to steal your kids. He trying to steal your bitch. Watch your bitch, dog.
Nah, he's trying to steal your girl.
It's a bad day. And he just got your money, cuz.
Hell, now, baby, I'm going to get some ice
Crazy,
cream. The ice cream
crazy
man
world we
just
live
pulled
in.
up. Your girl be gone 24 hours. Woo!
But yeah. Man, all this clowns and ice cream trucks and stuff. Just it's a lot. But Chubbs, apparently Papa Le Ba. Sound like another crazy name that we about to have to learn about because we just spooky like that today, ain't we?
What you say? What
Yeah.
you say? Now, y'all know anything that
So
have to
what's up,
do.
Chubbs? What they say about it?
Yeah, y'all know anything that has to deal with like that spiritual stuff. I'm going to bring that into this hoodoo celebration month. You know, October is the month for celebrating your roots. So we're gonna get into a little more of the voodoo. I think last week we got into more hoodoo. So this week we're gonna bring it back into voodoo again, right? So Papa Legba is the Loa of the crossroads, right? He's the one that opens the door to whatever you want. And a lot of black history or a lot of black folklore, you hear about Papa at the crossroads, the man who gives you what you want but you lose what you had, right? So Papa Legba originates from the Fawn people of the Dahomey kingdom. Now there's two things you're gonna know about the Dahomey people. One, they were slavers, right? Their whole economy was built off the aspect of running into other African villages and nations, destroying the country, keeping the women for themselves, and selling the men to the white man. That's what they did, unfortunately. The kingdom of Dahomey has been destroyed, and I hate to see a black kingdom fall, but when you play a part in such a illicit destruction of your own people, it can be very distasteful in the annals of history. The second thing the Dahomey Kingdom is known for is
Mm.
their belief in voodoo. And, well, as we call it, voodoo, which means spirit in, West African. It is closely related to um, the Yoruba religion of Ifa, which is like the sister religion. They're separate things, but they're very similar. They have very key points. Like the Orisha that you will connect with Elegba will be Elegwa, which is Eshu Elegwa, which he's another communication trickster god, and he works at the crossroad, just like Papa Legba, who is a Loa, a Gede of, you know, that is Gede is basically like a Loa or spirit of the dead. They deal with the realm of the dead. People who die, they move on to the spirits. He opens the door to the afterlife, and he spends a majority of his time near cemeteries or around cemeteries. So during the transatlantic slave, his worship spread to the Caribbeans, Jamaica, Haiti, and it spread to the Americas. That's where we get Haitian voodoo and we get Louisiana voodoo. It's all stemming from our ancestors back in Africa. So in the role of voodoo, like I said, he's a gatekeeper, right? He's the one that you invoke through all ceremonies first, because he's the one that's going to open the door and introduce you to the spirits that you want to talk to. Without his permission, you can't talk to nobody else. He's like your service provider, right? You have your cell phone, but without Verizon Wireless powering your cell phone, you cannot make a call. You can't have a call go through. So he is the one that basically opens all route of communication. He's a master of all languages, so he can speak to anyone at any time. And he's not just associated with like tricksterism and evil. He's associated with speech and understanding and wisdom, and he's often called upon for guidance, spiritual crossroads. Let's say you're going through a situation in your life and you need guidance out of it. You run into that type of situation, or if you need to make a decision on a go, he does that as well. So he's a trick of all trades, but he is most definitely a trickster. Um, he is most associated with with Christianity, because African spiritualism and Roman Catholicism end up blending during slavery. So some Africanized people, or people who follow the religion, will sometimes you see them equating him with Saint Peter, because Saint Peter was the keeper of Heaven's Gate, Saint Anthony, and Saint Lazarus, and we know Saint Lazarus, the one who came back from the dead in the Bible. So you know that's the overview of who he is and what he do. So tonight I have two stories for you guys that I'm going to read out. And one is going to be based in New Orleans, and the other one is going to be based in Haiti. And the part one is the crossroads of the Crescent City. In the heart of New Orleans, where jazz floats through the air like incense and the streets hum with old magic, a young woman named Cecile wandered into the French quarters. She was searching not for music or food, but for answers. Her grandmother had passed, leaving her behind cryptic notes. Seek Legba at the crossroads. He holds the key. On one misty evening, Cecile found herself at the intersection of Rampart and Dumas, a place whispered about in old stories. There, beneath the flickering lamp streetlights, stood a man with a wide brim hat, leaning on a cane and his eyes twinkling with ancient knowledge. "Papa Legba," she asked. He smiled, and with a voice like gravel and honey, "You call, child? What doors do you wish to open?" Cecile explained her grief and her confusion about her desire to connect with her ancestors. Papa Legba nodded. He tapped his cane on the ground, and the air shimmered. Music from bygone eras filled the street, and the shadow danced in the corner of her vision. "You must go deeper," he said, "to the roots, to Haiti." So, we're going into part two. She ended up going to Haiti because she was Haitian, she was black. Just in case nobody didn't know. In Haiti, the lands of drums and spirits, a Hogan named Jean Baptiste prepared for a ceremony in the mountains of Artibonne. He heard of Cecile's arrival, an American with Haitian blood, seeking communication with the spirits. As the ritual began, the drums echoed through the valley. The vivis of the Papa Legba was drawn in white chalk, and offerings of tobacco, rum, and sweet bread was laid out. To be honest, with an offering like that, she would have summoned me as well. Cecile stood beside Jean Baptiste, her heart pounding. Then the wind shifted, a dog barked in the distance, and from the shadow emerged the same man she had met in New Orleans. Papa Legba, now dressed in tattered clothes, and his cane curved with symbols older than time. "You cross one gate," he said. "Now stand at another." He led her to a sacred tree, its roots tangled like vines. There Cecile saw visions of her grandmother dancing in voodoo ceremonies, her ancestors working the land, and resisting and surviving and thriving. Papa Legba whispered, "You are the bridge. You carry both worlds. Speak their names and they will walk with you." And he disappeared, gone like a shadow in the night. So the thing that I want to bring up about, Papa Legba is being that he is a very pivotal spirit here in New Orleans, in Africa, in the Caribbean. He is known, all over, and I think everyone has basically heard about him, but I believe the stories told about him are taken out of context and they're misconstrued. They paint him as to be like some type of evil person, and he's not. He's a trickster god. That's what they do. You know, it's no different than Loki. Everyone sees Loki as, oh, he's not evil. He's just, he's a lovable character. He just, did what he. But I'm like, when it comes to more, Africanized beings, we kind of already get the evil shtick, and then all of a sudden we get demonized. But like the mom was saying, like he taught her a lesson about ancestry, knowing with your family, being close with one, being close with self, and knowing your roots and your background. So this will conclude my trilogy of the spooky Halloween, esque stories, Halloween and whatnot. But yeah, man, yeah, get down with the roots. Get with your roots. Dig deep. Find your people.
I got I got one more special
Oh,
thing for you
oh.
guys that people are probably aware or probably not aware. All right, it's a special occasion, special night. Since it's Halloween special, I got it. Y'all ready for this?
Light us up.
Who can tell me, or better words, do you believe in vampires?
What kind of question is that?
So the question of do I believe in vampires is kind of nuanced, right? I live in New Orleans, so I want to say like I don't see like vampires or people that claim to be vampires on a daily basis, but there is a niche for it, right? We have three
Hmm.
clubs where vampires are supposed to have gathered, and I went to one. And it wasn't my scene. The club was nice. It was clean. It wasn't like it was dirty. There was like a secret room that you get to, and when I walked in, it was like a regular bar situation. It was a lot of strobe lights. You ever seen Blade? Imagine Blade, but in real life, except they weren't eating people like eating people. There were drinks being served, but the drinks were red content. Not sure if they were blood. It could have just been a special type of wine. It's just I didn't like the way the drinks were reflecting in the cups. So you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a
It looked
rich,
way weirder than it should have.
yeah, because it was a cloudy red. It wasn't a clear red. So I
You
do I
starting that
believe in
now.
do I believe in vampires? Yes, I do. Do I believe that they live for 1,000 years? No, I don't. I believe whatever the fuck they is either people who just love to drink blood, or they freaks, nasty. They like to get down, get busy, and they like to bite a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta bite a bitch. You gotta,
Sometimes just
you
got a
gotta
biter.
bite a bitch. Yeah, they bite a little too hard, and the bitch gonna bleed a little bit, and then they start licking up the blood, and boom, there we got the
Scrape
vampires.
and lick.
Oh,
You
bitch,
got to
not Billy
scrape
and
and
Mandy.
lick.
Not Billy and Mandy. Boy,
The scrape and lick.
you gotta scrape and lick.
Dracula don't be biting
Lick
nobody.
body. Scrape and lick. I
To this day, that's what I think. I'm like, that's fucking weird.
don't know, bro. Being bit by a black vampire just don't seem like it would be like we both would be
Nothing
clowning the
like it
whole.
should be.
Yeah, like
Like,
white
I'm like, bro,
being
really?
bit by a white vampire, you'll be like, oh no, yeah, not black vampire. Niggas got all that screaming, nigga. Nigga, you trying to bite me? What you mean? I'm
Why you
trying
trying
to
to
eat.
bite me, bro?
Yeah, nigga, like, man, you was the slowest nigga on the road, bro. I did not feel like hunting nobody. You just walked over. You was cool. You wanted to smoke. We could still smoke. I just gotta get a little blood. Nah, bro, I don't want your lips on me, dog. Then how about this, nigga? Cut yourself. I'll drink from there. You know what I'm saying? Like being bit by a black vampire would just be funny. It'll be kicks. Like, like I'm trying to eat. Nah, nigga, that's still kind of you trying to bite a nigga neck and shit, bro. Get on. Well, on before we go, this the reference we was talking about.
I'm in terrible pain. You gotta suck out the poison. Dracula don't suck. You're a vampire. Vampires suck blood. Oh, see, that's a myth. Dracula scrape with his fangs and lick up the blood. Like this. See? Scrape and lick. Scrape and lick. But what about my poison? Didn't you just hear Dracula explain the scrape and lick? Dracula gonna tell it again for dummies that don't pay attention. Scrape and lick.
Dracula don't bite. Dracula scrape and lick. Scrape and lick.
But anyways, the reason why I asked, like I said, I got this clip that I think you guys are gonna love. It's very interesting. This is probably one of the most craziest vampire stories I've heard yet, and it's about a guy who is a security, who works at security at a cemetery. He's on the graveyard shift. Wrote a clip.
So I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. So I do graveyard shifts for security, right? I'm at a different site now, but this happened at the one of my last sites. So this was around 2 in the morning. I want to say 1:30, around 2 in the morning. And I had to do like couple parking garages, go up and down, check vehicles, check if anybody's not supposed to be there, like homeless, stuff like that. But I worked like with a cluster of buildings on like a whole block in close to downtown Phoenix. So this particular night, it's around 2 in the morning. This limo pulls up and it drives past me while I'm doing my rounds and shit. And when it does, like, it just feels so ominous. You know what I mean? Like, so freaky, like ominous, like a real strange feeling. And it went past me and it went towards the main building, and it's not supposed to be there. So I go towards the vehicle, and I see the driver get out, and it's like a chauffeur, you know what I mean? Like it's driving a limo. But this dude, he looks like a zombie almost. Like he looks dead. He has the hat, he has the attire, you know. He looks fucking dead. And he walks to the back of the limo and he opens the door. And this tall, slender dude comes out, right? And he's wearing like Victorian clothes, like old school Victorian clothes. And him himself, like, he looks fucking dead too. Like, he's got really pale white skin. He just looks dead. It's the best way I can put it. He looks dead. And his hair, like, the top of his hair is slick forward, but everything else is like slick back, you know what I mean? And he gets out and he looks at me, and I'm approaching him. And the driver, like, he kind of looks at me, and then he looks at the tall guy. And then the tall guy looks at me and he smiles. And I just feel weird, like, so fucking weird. And he goes, he's like, "Good evening." And I'm like, okay. I was like, "How you doing, sir?" He goes, "Hi, I'm trying to look for a place to stay for the night. Do you have any suggestions?" And I said, "Well, this building is like an office building. The building down the way is a DoubleTree. It's a hotel if you want to stay there." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He looked at me like dead in my eyes, and he was like, "You look like an honest man." He's like, "Do you?" And I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like felt weird after. I felt even more weird when he said that. And he's like, "You look like an honest guy. Do they have a pool inside the building?" And I was like, "Yeah, they should have a pool on the rooftop. And if it's not on the rooftop, then it should be like in the center of in the building surrounding it." And he said, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Would they have a lounge there too?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a lounge." And he's like, "All right." And he's like, "Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you." And I kind of look past him inside the limo, and there's another dude sitting in there, and there's 2 other women sitting in there. And they both look the same as this guy. Like, they look dead. They look fucking dead. And they're wearing all like old Victorian clothes. And he sticks out his hand, and I kind of look at his hand, and I'm kind of like, I got nervous a little bit. But I ain't no bitch. So I stuck my hand out, and I shook his hand. But as soon as my hand touched his, all I felt was this cold shiver come over me. And it, like, I don't know, something happened. Something fucking happened when he touched my hand. And he shook my hand for like maybe a few seconds, and then he let go. And then he was like, "You are an honest man." So I don't know if like this motherfucker's a vampire, or these motherfuckers are vampires or something, but they look dead. That's the best way I could describe it. And he's like, "You are an honest man." He's like, Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for the information." I said, "Oh, no problem." And when they took off, the driver closed the door. The lights were still on in the back, right? So when the driver got in, the lights turned off in the back seat. And I swear to you, like, all their eyes were still fucking glowing and looking at me when they took off. So I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, like, maybe vampires are real. Maybe he could have killed me. Maybe he could have drained my blood. Maybe he just thought, like, I don't know. But he was like, "You are an honest man." And then he got inside the car. But I don't know. That was a weird experience for me. I think vampires are real, to be honest. Because I've never seen anything like that. Everybody looked dead in the vehicle. They didn't smell dead. I mean, I didn't smell anything, but they looked fucking dead. That's the best way I can describe it. I believe they were vampires. Judge me if you want. I don't give a fuck. I know what I saw. I know what I dealt with. So, don't judge me. Deuce.
That's crazy.
Maybe the AC was too cold.
Nah, first thing first, I'm not shaking nobody's hand, bro. I'd have been like, sir, you're really weird tonight, and I would love to give you a handshake, but it ain't happening today. Maybe in the daytime when other people can see this interaction, because where the fuck you even came from? Nigga, we next to
Exactly.
a cemetery. Where y'all came from? He told, I ain't no bitch.
In a
Sir,
limo.
you're not being a bitch, it's being smart. The fuck, nigga?
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
about to.
cautious. I don't need like this,
Y'all
sir.
literally came out of a cemetery talking about some, do we have places to sleep? Nigga, the dirt.
Yeah, wasn't y'all just in there? Go the fuck back.
Go lay back down. I got high blood pressure,
You
diabetes,
don't want
bitch.
none of this blood.
I'm not even
None
a
of it.
full course meal. Like, you gonna be very
Nah,
nutrition deficient fucking with me. You might as well
yeah.
find somebody else.
This blood ain't blood like it used to at all.
Mm-mm. Nah, especially not me, babe. I taste like pork rinds. You don't want that.
Pork rinds. I taste
You
like
don't
raisin
want
bread.
that.
Like raisin
I
bread.
taste like
Yeah.
I no that
Raisin.
raisin bread gonna want to make them bite me again. Nah, motherfucker, I taste like potato salads with raisin and almonds. Like don't,
I smell like an
No.
Italian
boy. I
cuisine
smell like
restaurant
I smell like a
with a
white
load of
Thanksgiving
garlic.
dinner. I taste like a white Thanksgiving dinner.
I taste like red wine,
Choking.
the Italian red wine,
That's gonna make them bite you again.
cooking
It's
wine, cooking wine.
exquisite.
I taste like cooking wine.
That's they gonna bite you again. This nigga has an exquisite flavor. What?
Hell
How
no, cooking
how
wine's disgusting.
how long has it been aged?
Cooking wine, telling me smell it. You taste like Jack Beans, the green version.
Right.
But
Woo.
anyways, this has been
Ugh.
fun, guys. I enjoy doing this every day with you guys, almost every day, every other day. I can't help and express how much and give my gratitude to these guys right here in front of me. Um, they do sacrifice a lot throughout the day, especially this one here. Oh, he's got a lot of kids and he works a lot.
Who,
He
me?
gets up in early in the crock of shit of
Me?
morning. Yeah, you.
Me? Oh,
Yeah,
The
you.
ass crack
yeah.
of dawn.
The ass crack
Dawn.
of
The
dawn.
sun ain't even gonna be up.
Yeah, this is yeah. He's so
Be like that.
appreciate
Yeah.
you guys. Appreciate you guys. Wouldn't have done this without you. But no buts. I'm just kidding. I like to exclude and
Cheeks.
conclude with this situation. It's been fun. It's been real. I hope you guys enjoyed this just as much as we have. This is pretty much our Halloween special for tonight. Um,
Little something extra on the plate. Yeah.
uh, it's just a little extra, little extra. And like I said, I hope you guys loved it. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and most importantly, what should they do? Subscribe,
Subscribe.
baby.
Whatever it is. Punch that
Skrill,
button.
bitch.
Absolutely. Do all that. And with that, I bid you guys a good morning and a good night. For those who will see this later and those who will see this right after it It's up. Happy Halloween, guys. And most importantly, make sure you guys stay safe out there. Take care of your kids. Watch your kids. And be suspicious of, things, such as candy.
Check the candies off. Men,
Check the
always
candy.
take your taxes before they have their candy. This is
Yeah.
your day too. Take your
Yeah.
taxes.
Take your taxes. Take
And
whatever good candy
remember,
you got in that bag.
we don't bite, we scrape and lick.
We straight lick. Oh my God. And pay attention to the ice cream truck, people. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to square up on one myself.
Anyways, guys, make sure you guys do all those things. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, uh, Instagram, Discord, and all those. Make sure you keep intact with those. Show your love and support. We appreciate that all. With that, peace, love, chicken grease. We love you guys. We out.